What's up people, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to give you some tips and tricks for the LIFT-182 war pack, which is one of the most fun and unique stratagems in Helldivers 2. You can find it on page 3 of the control group war bond for 110 medals. Now, going over the basics: to activate your war pack, hold X or spacebar. Warping one time you'll always be fine, but warping 2 times quickly will result in some form of injury, and warping 3 times quickly will result in death and the destruction of your backpack, so keep an eye on your war pack's orb. Purple means it's safe, orange will hurt you, and red means you're going to the shadow realm. You'll have a 5-second cooldown for 1 warp and 10 seconds for 2. You can activate your pack in any position, go in any direction, whether you're prone, crouched, standing, diving, going left, right, forwards, backwards, or diagonally. Having such freedom and movement is amazing, especially after getting freshly ragdolled. In terms of how far you're going to travel, I want you to remember it as unlucky 13, but more on that later. So what can you do while warping? You can keep shooting, you can maintain a charge in a quasar cannon for example, although I think it actually works better for weapons that have a safe mode like the arc thrower or railgun. You can use your time warping to charge the weapon, but then not be in a rush to let the shot off. You can also input stratagem codes, speeding up the time it takes to throw them, but keeping you safe at the same time. And maybe the best of all, stimming. It's great to be able to stim and warp simultaneously if you're in a pickle, but see how your second warp always hurts you. Armed with this knowledge, if you ever need to warp twice, then preemptively stim, which will leave you unscathed at the other side, with a healthy bit of distance between you and the enemy. One of the only things you can't do is reload while warping, so keep that in mind, especially when using support weapons that require a stationary reload, as you'll stay in the same spot and still use up a charge. Taking a look at where you can warp: friendship bunkers, yes you can, it's not fake, you no longer need a bunker buddy, just a warp pack and you're good to go. You can also open up crates, making it an amazing choice for super credit farming. Going straight through walls, fences and other smaller objects is a given, but you can also reach high ground to an extent, although you'll have to factor in the distance a bit more. This can be done in all different types of areas, but in general I'd put much more faith in getting up man-made structures like these blue buildings in a pinch in comparison to some random piece of terrain. You can also go through enemies, and if you warp directly into an enemy you can kill it, but remember unlucky number 13. Not all enemies will fold under the warp, some welcome the warp, so bigger enemies you want to go through entirely or not at all. Keep that in mind for your fellow divers too, in case you're overly eager to give a stim and end up causing more problems. If you need something more than a double warp, you can dive before for some extra distance. You can also activate the warp pack while falling to avoid any damage, similar to the hover pack, but your window is a lot slimmer. Too early or late and you'll still take the full brunt of the fall, but it can be done. Warping out of an FRV as a passenger is possible too, and as cool as this is, I believe it's bugged right now to where if the FRV blows up, the game still thinks you're in it and you'll die, regardless of where you are, so keep that in mind. Finally, for the heavies out there, if you've been looking for some extra mobility but the chunk of stamina that the jump and hover pack take were too big of a negative, the war pack doesn't take any, so it might be for you. That's really all I have to cover. This is without a shadow of a doubt my favourite warband stratagem in the game to date, and I recommend you try it. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.